What is going on, guys? My name is Oro. Welcome back to Sakura Santa. And we are... I don't know an intro. Let's just jump into it. What a day. Just yesterday I was moping about how there was no one to spend Christmas with. Now it seems like there aren't enough hours in the day. The phone ringing in my apartment cuts through my thoughts. Hello? Hey, Koji. Long time no talk. Oh, hey, Dashi. I wasn't expecting to hear from him. How have you been? Not bad at all. Just spending Christmas with my girlfriend's family. Sounds like you're really getting along with her. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it at all. Sometimes when you meet a girl, you just click, you know? Kind of like a pair of gears locking together. Interesting metaphor. Still, the same as ever, Koji. So what are you doing for Christmas? It sucks not being able to play, for sure. Well, what? Come on, tell me. Do you remember Itsumi at all? Now, this is where the dialogue changes, because we already went through that first part with the Fox girl, and we'll probably go through the same thing for the Santa girl, and it's just gonna be, woo! I don't know. Huh? That Itsumi? The one who was all over you, yet you never did anything? She wasn't all over me. You know what I mean. So you're saying you met her again? That's right, she works in this town now. Well, what are you waiting for? Ask her out on a date already. Well, I've spent time with her, but it wasn't really a date. She needed someone to work part-time at the cafe she works at. Close enough! Do you think she's still into you? That's the impression I get, Dashi. Well, maybe it was meant to happen. Hurry up and do something before she slips away again. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that you have someone to spend Christmas with. I need to go. Make sure to keep that Arcadian battle station in good shape for our next game. Don't worry, I will. See you, Koji. See you, Dashi. What a day. Still had a lot of fun. How does Itsumi cope with that every year? Well, she's so well attuned to working that job that she doesn't seem bothered by it at all. However, I do remember that she was always a bit unresponsive to things around her. She still has that calm, almost expressionless look on her face after all these years. What I like most is when she smiles, because I know she must be truly happy when she smiles. She did smile a bit when I showed up today. So perhaps she still has some feelings for me. Maybe it would have been better to act on those feelings back then. I don't know. What I do know is that she really has changed, physically at least. Back then, she was as flat as an iron, but now she has two proud mountains reaching towards the heavens. I'm pretty shameless myself, but I was taken aback by just how comfortable she was with nudity. There's still plenty of time before Christmas. I wonder what I should do. I guess I'll just have to think about it. So, you know, we're just gonna go back to the cafe. Well, I guess it's time to work again. Although, I'm not looking forward to working at the cafe. It'll be nice to see Itsumi again. Sure enough, Itsumi's already dressed in an outfit. She's ready to get to work. Why are you wearing wrapping paper as a dress? It's legit shot. It looks kind of like wrapping paper. Oh. It's more rubbery. It looks like rubber wrapping paper. Seriously, why are you wearing that? It doesn't... Okay. Oh, Koji, good to see you again. Good to see you too, Itsumi. Interesting outfit you have today. A Santa outfit. A very flattering one at that. Wink. I don't have to point out what you're thinking of, do I? Not at all. You really aren't any different from when you were in middle school. Weren't you known as the greatest pervert in the school? I'm pretty sure those were misunderstandings. Yes, misunderstandings. That's what you called them. Anyway, today's also going to be another busy day. But the customers won't come for a while yet. She sits down at one of the tables. Is it really okay for you to do this? I mean, even if there are no customers yet? It's fine, Koji. I want to talk to you. I take a seat opposite her. Her eyes don't leave mine in the entire time. It's so funny that we've come together again. We couldn't be separated back in the day, could we? Nope, we'd always go off on adventures together. It wasn't just middle school either. My entire life up until that point had been spent with her. It's a surreal thought when you think about it. Bonds just don't fade. You might forget about someone, or not quite remember their face, but when you meet them again, it all comes back to you. Yes, we spent so much time together. After we went to different schools, I never really found another friend like you, Koji. Did you ever meet anyone? I met a few people. No one I really remember after I left high school, though. I see. I'll admit, you aren't nearly as bashful as you used to be. We've all got to grow up eventually, right? Yes, but completely abandoning any sense of shame you have isn't mature. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about her saying that. She did just blatantly admit to me that she's using these sexy outfits to bring in customers. Then again, if I were a girl, that's exactly what I would do too. Okay. 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 Stop. 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 No. No. Then again, if okay. Guys fall easily for the nice pair of breasts, no matter who they belong to. Yes, I'd go as far as to say that breasts have conquered entire empires. Okay, you can stop thinking about dirty things now. There's nothing wrong with thinking about breasts. She leans across the table, then allowing me to have an excellent view down the front of her outfit. Really? Of course not. I say that as I look down at her dress. If you think about nothing but breasts, it could end up being a problem. Potentially, only because I'd be spending all my time thinking about breasts. There's nothing wrong with setting some time aside to think about them. Pervert. She says that was such an Wait, did she smile at all? Okay, yeah, she did. She says that was such an... Like, just imagine that face. Just a flat face. Pervert. She sits back in her chair, taking a moment to adjust the front of her dress. Alright, I'll stop it then. I honestly don't mind. I find it odd how comfortable you are with these things, Itsumi. I'm older too, you know? If we ever come to the terms of these things, we'd never be functioning adults. That's more or less true. I wonder what it would be like for guys who keep getting embarrassed by these things no matter how old they are. Man, that would be hell. Koji, I've missed you. I kind of forgot about our friendship after all these years, but now that you're here, she seems to grow sheepish. I realize how much I've missed talking with you like this. Itsumi. I never really realized it either. It's true, just talking with Itsumi is enough to put me at ease. I can't help but think about all the time we lost. If only I'd stayed in that town and went to high school with you. Neither of us would have to be alone then. Hey, there's no point in dwelling on how things could have been, right? I'm just happy that I got another chance to talk to you. Right, that's true. Still, I would have liked to have more time with just us talking like this. It just feels like that time I could have spent with you was taken unfairly from me. You had to move because of your dad's work, right? Yeah, he had to move to another town to keep his job. I didn't get a choice in the matter. She lets out a heavy sigh. It's just nice to think about how things could have worked out differently. I can hear that longing in her voice. Hey, I'm here now. I'm not going anywhere either, Itsumi. We'll make up for lost time, I promise. Do you really promise? The Koji I know never breaks his promises. Of course I promise. I promise to stay here and help too. When you're not so busy, we'll do lots of fun things together, just like old times. Alright, fun things. I remember some of your favorite fun things to do. Remember when you tried to get someone to buy you an adult May? What was that laugh? My laugh is terrible. Seriously though. Ouch. Yeah, I wanted to do the right thing and pay for one instead of stealing it. Of course, he didn't buy it for you, pervert. Hey, I was just curious. No need for labels. If you aren't a pervert, why did you look at my chest? You did that on purpose. Am I supposed to ignore an open invitation? Well, it's not like I have a problem with you looking anyway. Anyway, we still have plenty of things we need to get done before the customers start showing up. She gets off her seat. I can see that her dress is slightly ridden up her back. Hey, Itsumi, might want to pull the back of your dress down. She looks behind her, seeing the exposed layer half of her panties. Of course you'd notice something like that. Itsumi wasn't joking about today. I'm more stressed than I think I've ever been. It's even worse than it was yesterday. And all I'm doing is collecting dirty dishes and washing them too. How did did she cope with this last year? This is just insane. I'm stacking plates as high as I can, but there's always more plates. There's always more glasses. There's always more of everything. Yet the entire time, one person stands out amongst the horde of customers. Yes, sir, I'll have your iced coffee shortly. Please be patient. Oh, you want an iced chocolate for your daughter? No problem. Her cool personality lets her keep a completely different level head no matter how vast of vast the sea of customers is. It's almost mesmerizing to see her soothe the crowd as she passes by. Oh, my throat! Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. No matter how angry the customers are from not getting their orders in a timely fashion, she's able to calm them down with only a few words. Please be patient, sir. You will have your drink shortly. Your food will be ready soon, too. When faced with the cool personality, the customers seem to become as calm as she is. How are you coping with the dishes, Koji? I'm fine, don't worry about me! Although I'm not fine, I just have to keep going. I said I would help her out, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You're doing well, Koji. Keep it up. Don't worry, I will. Itsumi already has another tray of drinks out. How does she do this? Well, she does have several years of work experience. Still, she's amazing. She used to be really clumsy when we were younger, but now she has almost cat-like grace. Then I see the ground is slippery. Wait, Itsumi. It's too late. As she steps in it, she loses her balance. The drink she's carrying spilled completely, coating the front of her dress. Thick, sticky fluids are sprayed everywhere, all over her face, her arms, her breasts. I like how her arms, her breasts. As she stands there, she seems shocked. Oh. She tries to wipe off the front of her chest, only for it to stick to her fingers. Whatever was in those cups, you formed sticky, syrupy strands between her fingers. That's not good. I must be overworking myself. That's when I noticed that the drinks are beginning to soak into the front of her dress. And that she isn't wearing a bra underneath the outfit. I try to look away, but there's just something bewitching about this scene. Wait, did it? Nope, yep. It's see-through. Am I sure every single guy in the cafe is thinking exactly the same thing as I am? Breasts truly do conquer empires. I can hear them cheering now as she passes by. No, I have to help her. As much as I enjoy things like this, I really must do something to help her. She doesn't seem embarrassed by it in the slightest, though. I'm sorry, sir. I'll get you your drinks again. It will only take a moment. She quickly picks up her tray and carries on as if nothing happened. But her dress remains soaked in see-through. The sugar from the drinks is growing sticky on her skin, too, making it look even more inappropriate. Itsumi? Don't worry, they appear to be pleased by this. Yes, I'm going to work. She stands still and looks at me. It's only a few spilled drinks, Koji. You know that's not what I'm thinking about. I look down again, able to see the perks of her mountains. Would you like me to show them to you? No! Oh, you don't like my boobs? That's not the issue here. Look, get cleaned up. I'll take over in the meantime. Are you sure you want to do that? I look behind her at the roaring crowd. My instincts are screaming at me to run away. The crowd will eat me alive, I'm sure. But for Itsumi's sake, I'll face them. Yes, I'll do it. Just go clean yourself up, okay? As you wish, Koji. I probably just signed my death warrant. But if it's for Itsumi, then that's okay. After the nightmarish day we finally finished, it's dark when we leave the cafe. You did well, Koji. Also, thank you for giving me time to clean up. Don't worry about it. I barely had time to even catch my breath today. I didn't really have a problem with it, though. How do I tell her? I just don't like the idea of those guys perving on you like that. It just doesn't seem right to me. It may seem silly since I obviously share the same feelings they do, but I don't like them looking at my childhood friend that way. We start to joke about it. I see. That actually makes me very happy, Koji. You still do care about me after all of these years. Why wouldn't I care about you, Itsumi? I was worried that you were just being polite. But it seems you really do care. She's so uncertain, too. It's been a long time, after all. Of course I care about you. Why wouldn't I, Itsumi? Feelings can change with time. That's just how life is. Quietly, she fidgets on the spot. I'd like to walk with you for a while, Koji, if that's okay with you. Of course. I'm really tired after today, but spending time with Itsumi makes me feel less weary. Lead the way, Koji. After work, Itsumi decided to come home with me. She doesn't look even the slightest bit tired after work. Koji, what you did today was really sweet. Why did you get so protective of me? I know that you're using your appearance to get customers, but there has to be a limit to that, you know. If you're just going to let them stare at you like that, it just isn't right. But you're the one who saw my boobs earlier. Why are you so suddenly so bashful about it? Isn't it's different if it's me looking at them rather than a stranger? How so? Is there some reason why you don't want people to look at me? She's vicious with her questions tonight. Well, what guy wouldn't feel weird if their friend was getting stared at like that? I see. Well, thank you. But you shouldn't worry about me, Koji. After all, I took up this job so that I could be independent. Independence isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Perhaps not, but it's important to prove yourself. I was just thinking about something. About how nostalgia works. What do you mean? Well, when people look back, they think something was better than it is now. Like how the world was supposed to be better or things like that. How does someone become so attached to something so mundane? Feelings aren't rational, they just take whatever form they want. A clam forms a pearl because of the grit in its mouth. So a small feeling can be wrapped with layers upon layers and eventually become something far bigger than it was. People aren't rational, they're emotional. So even the tiniest feeling can one day manifest itself as a roaring torrent. That's what I think, at least. Yeah, I think that's right. It's true, even something as simple as an old photo of a mundane day. With time, the feeling that you have towards that photo can grow stronger and stronger. The preciousness of an object or a memory grows and grows with time. Why did you ask about something like that? I was just thinking back to the Christmases we spent together. Even it seemed like something really normal. It becomes precious with time. Yes, it really does. Now we're sitting here years later thinking back on it. That is just part of growing older, I think. Remembering the past fondly, even if what you did was normal or nothing out of the ordinary. Emotions make the normal extraordinary. That's just how it works. So, if you think about it like that, were her feelings for me similar? I'd like to think that I'm not a bit of grit that a claim wrapped mother of pearl around, but I admit that is an excellent metaphor. Now then, I need to go. I'll talk to you later, Koji. Goodbye, Itsumi. So, if her feelings were like grit, then how much has she wrapped them up after all these years? Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sakura Santa. Oh, man. Just so many boobs in one game. Just why? Goodbye. Bye.